All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful... What day is today? Thursday. This beautiful Thursday afternoon, y'all. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah, Yeshua the Messiah. I do pray everybody is super blessed, y'all. Guys, we are schlong right now. We are short and long on Bitcoin. I'm going to be going over exactly what I am thinking right now, these current market conditions. Guys, make sure to like the stream. If we can get 1,000 likes, I'll be doing a special giveaway. Real quick, guys, before we get into this, go follow me on Twitter, guys. I am doing a $1,000 giveaway on Twitter, at Jason_Casper. I'm going to go ahead right now and tweet this stream. If you guys could do me a huge favor and go retweet the tweet I'm about to tweet, because if we can get 1,000 people in here and get 1,000 likes, I will be doing a giveaway. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, y'all. Go retweet the tweet. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's get into this analysis, guys. First of all, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to J Mope. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to Double R. Praise the Lord. Amen, bro. Praise the Lord. Praise out to Brothers Grimm Show. Praise out to August88. Shout out. Shout out to Jeff Blazos. Can we cancel Kanye West? Nah, man, I don't believe in canceling anybody, guys. I think everybody should be able to say what they want to say, and we need to be adult enough to let people say what they want to say and have conversations, right? Is there a chance to win 1,000 Bitcoin? Nah, not 1,000 Bitcoin, but $1,000 of Bitcoin. All right, guys. Well, first of all, let's get some context for the market. I want to discuss what has happened. I want to discuss where I think we are going in the future, right? So, basically, this whole entire chunk of price action, right, did start back 2 weeks ago when we came down to this key level of support. Now, I'm bringing this up because it's important. 15,450 was a very key area of support. Why? Because when we are looking to trade any asset, we always want to do what our grandfather told us to do when we told him, Grandpa, I'm getting into trading, right? Because you were a loser, right? You didn't graduate high school, you didn't go to college, you tried to be a musician in a metal band for 3 years, that didn't work out. Your grandpa was getting worried about you. He was almost 90. He's like, Jason, what are you gonna do with your life? You're such a loser, son. I hate to say it. You're like, Grandpa, don't worry, man. I'm gonna be a trader. You thought he was gonna shoot you down, but he said, son, investing is easy. Son, investing's easy. Let me tell you what you gotta do if you wanna be an investor. All you gotta do is buy low and sell high, right? That's what he told you. But what did you do? Well, you went out there, you bought high and sold low, got wrecked, right? Till eventually it clicked. And you're like, you know what? Grandpa's right. He's right. Just because he pulls his pants up past his belly button and tucks in his shirt doesn't mean he's not right about this, okay? And so we were looking for, when we came down to this key area here, right, we were looking for price to come to this bottom, and the specific setup that was given in the VIP Discord was this. The only long trade that I was interested in was now a chicken's drinking water of the low into the daily, right? Bullish divergences, all right? We want to see the bullish divergences on market Cipher B. That's pretty much exactly what we did see. If we check out some of these time frames down here, when we came down to this level, okay, we got the uneven butt cheek pattern on market Cipher B, right? Where basically on the 2-hour time frame, we have the left cheek and the right cheek, okay? The momentum waves look kind of like butt cheeks, where we have that big, thick, juicy left cheek, you know? Nice and the big and the nice and the round and the ravioli is flowing out. And we have the skinny butt cheek over here on the right, you know? The skinny butt cheek, like that skinny old waitress at the diner. You know the one I'm talking about, right? Super skinny. She kind of talks like this because she smokes too much. She got the veins popping out her neck. All right? That's what we saw down here, and that gave us the move to the upside. Okay, now we have been watching out for this area of resistance now for a very long time. Okay, now keep in mind, we did come down to this level, give or take, maybe about by like 50 cents or so, give or take. But we have been watching out for this area of resistance now for quite some time, right? This has been a trade that we've been looking for in the VIP Discord. This was in the middle of November, right? Basically, ever since we got the bounce, we are saying if we're looking to buy low and sell high, right? The next major high that we have right now is going to come in above that $17,000 level. Because once, twice, 3, 4 times, we put in a specific high here. So we're looking to short this for a long time. This post was posted on November 23rd. Yeah, about that, November 23rd. And even yesterday, guys, this was the short trade that I was looking for coming up to that level. Okay, and I knew exactly what confirmations I was looking for also on Market Cipher B. 1 hour bear div, 12-minute bear div, 6-minute bear div. When we came up to this level, the 1 hour Market Cipher B, what do we have right here? We have a bearish divergence, right? The price is making a higher high into our level. The 1 hour Market Cipher B is making a lower high. That is called a bearish divergence. It looks kind of like Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs if we flip his picture upside down. We have a really high man boob on the left with the red nipple, and then we have a not so tall man boob on the right with the red nipple as well. That's exactly what we had on Market Cipher B. And so we took the short. That is the short trade that I had up on the screen in the beginning. I have taken profit out of it. Shout out to everybody who took the trade. Okay, juicy trade. It was a juicy trade. We waited a long time for it, guys. If you were in my live stream yesterday, you saw specifically that I was being very, very patient. Okay, I saw that we were coming up to the golden pocket, the 618. And I was not shorting, right? People are asking me, why am I not shorting? I wanted to see a little bit higher. And the reason was because we had a lot of liquidity that we needed to take from these highs up here, okay? These highs that we put in here, right? We had liquidity to take from them. And that's what happened this morning around 8:30 a.m. We got a sharp move to the upside, and then we got this rejection right here, okay? And the trade got triggered, okay? Just like the fat, white, ambiguously gendered college student majoring in non-binary trans climate change safe space gender studies. That trade got triggered, TP1 hit, and now we find ourselves at the next potential trade. What is going to happen right now with the Bitcoin price? Okay? Objectively speaking, looking at this chart, okay, I want to talk about, first of all, the context, and then we're going to be talking about levels of support and resistance, what we can be looking out for, and maybe we can even make some plans, okay? Now, again, the reason why, just to recap why this was such a key level, right? This was the golden pocket from that last high to the low, right? Again, whenever we are looking for a retracement, we always look after a large move down. If we're looking to short a lower high, the place you always want to look, guys, is this in between the 786 and the golden pocket, okay? Now, we were coming up to the 618 yesterday during the stream, and I was talking about 618, the 618 fib level being a very important level to look for a rejection, right? Because when I was in high school, I had a crush on that girl, 618, foreign exchange student from Lithuania. I was in the friend zone, and every time I went to ask her out, she rejected me, okay? She rejected me. Here's something that we have to understand. 618, the 618 fib level is just a zone, right? It's not an exact level. And when we have liquidity above the 618, we can and actually should look for higher, especially when, remember, yesterday, Market Cipher B was not giving me the top signal on the 12-minute time frame. What were we waiting for? I was waiting specifically for the money flow to come down, giving a divergence on momentum and money flow. Yesterday's stream, the money flow was still getting higher, okay? It was still getting higher here. And so it was not a good time, in my opinion, to look for that short trade, okay? So basically what happened was I finally tried to get courage again to ask out 6 Juanita, right? She rejected me the first time. One more time I tried. I just walked up there. I tried to kiss her early this morning. She gave me this hideous face of rejection. And that's when we got the move to the downside. Okay, so now what we have is potentially a top, right? I'm not saying this is the top. We have potentially a top, okay? Because we have come up to previous highs and we have gotten somewhat of a rejection with bearish divergences on the 1 hour time frame and down. Historically speaking, this does have the potential to bring us down to the bottom of the range. This could really be a significant high that brings us back down to the lows of the range. Okay, so this is something that we have to entertain here. So what is something else we have to entertain? Something else we have to entertain is that there are multiple ways to look at this sideways range right here, right? If we want to be prepared for all the moves that are going to come or can come or might come or maybe won't come or never will or sometimes will, then we have to be aware that there's another potential high of this range, okay? There's another potential high. This is the 4 hour time frame. We have over here a 4 hour order block, as well as some liquidity that could be grabbed right here, which means potentially, instead of looking at this as a range ranging between 17.3 and 15.4, we might be looking at a range that ranges from around 18K down to here, right? This is also another possibility. And so what we have to do is we basically have to keep both bullish and bearish scenarios in our heads at all times. If we're like longer term trading, if we're scalping, it doesn't really matter, right? If you shorted this and you're already out of the trade, it doesn't really matter. You're just waiting for your next trade. But you know, I'm kind of swing trading this, right? I'm holding my shorts from higher. I'm still holding my longs from down here, and now I'm in another short position. So you know, I have to always hold, like, at the same time, intention these potential scenarios to play out, so I can calculate where I want to take profits on my trades, so that if we get a bigger move, I can still secure a profit, but, you know, hopefully make more profit. So another potential is that we come up for another move to the upside. So let's take a look at the higher time frames and assess, how is our oscillator looking? Are things looking more bullish or are things looking more bearish? Well, I do have to be honest with you guys and say that on Market Cipher B, on the 1 day time frame, we have bullish divergences. Again, the bullish divergences, we can see Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs getting higher as the price is getting lower, okay? The price, in this case, the net worth of Sam Bankman-Fried is getting lower and lower. His man boobs are getting higher and higher on the daily time frame. This has given us a move to the upside. We are coming up to the golden pocket area. So this is the area where we would look for a retracement. This is not necessarily bearish, getting a rejection from here. This is normal, right? So if we are going to entertain that this is indeed a bullish thing on the daily time frame, then what we would want to do for our next long is we'd want to look for a bounce, a higher low. We want to look for a maintenance of this market structure here, okay, to see where is a higher low potentially going to be put in, so we can along it up to the next area of resistance, if this is the bullish scenario, okay? Or if this is simply a bearish scenario, we would also want to know where's the next area of support so that we can take another profit on our short trade, right? So now, by the way, guys, if you want to learn this stuff, check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. Actually, learn.jasoncaspertrading.com. This is the comprehensive course that goes over all this stuff, guys. Let's see, jasoncaspertrading.com. You know what? I don't even have the website saved on my browser. The course will go over everything, guys. If you don't understand all these fibs and levels and stuff, the course will go over everything. Okay? And also, if you do want to join the VIP Discord where we post the trade setups in advance, guys. Most of these trade setups were posted days in advance because we're waiting, making plans for these levels and stuff, right? You go to the Discord, patreon.com/JasonCasper. Guys, tomorrow in the Discord, we actually are doing game day. So we're going to be giving away $3,000 worth of prizes plus, right? It's going to be a real fun time. It's fun, trust me. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter, guys, if you want to win $1,000 in Bitcoin. I know I already said that, but go ahead and retweet the tweet that I just tweeted. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes in the stream by by retweeting this tweet. Wow, we got 21 retweets. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are the best. God bless you. God bless you. Shout out to Crypto Lifer, by the way. This is a cool picture, man. That's a cool picture. So yeah, let's get back into this Bitcoin price here. I guess you guys can't see Crypto Lifer because I was looking on a different browser. But yeah, okay, so let's talk about important levels to the downside, okay? Let's talk about key supports. Now, there's a few interesting things that we have here, okay? Number one, we did have this potential inverse head and shoulder, right here, potential inverse head and shoulder with a breakout to the upside. And if we take, I'm going to go down to a lower term time frame, right? I'm going to take, this is a very sloppily drawn inverse head and shoulder, right? But let's just do it so that we can kind of see where would the target of this thing be. Not that I trade breakouts of head and shoulders, guys, but I do just want to bring up to our attention that the technical target of this head and shoulder is above where we're at right now. Okay, so that is just something to keep in mind. So there's a few areas we could potentially now look for support. Okay, now the first area I think that we need to be looking for is going to be the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from that last low to the high. Okay, from that last low to the high, which is coming in around 16.5. Okay, around 16.5. Now another area that we could be looking at right now is the golden pocket from the last major impulse to the high that we have right now. So this is giving me a zone that I'm potentially interested in at around 16.5 to 16.7. I think this is actually a pretty nice area to look for a bounce if we are going to get another move to the upside. Okay, something else I like about this zone is if we take a look at all the volume that's traded here, we see that we have the highest volume node coming in right in this area as well. Okay, now also something else, if we take a look here at a let's see if it shows up on a regular TPO chart. Not sure if it does. Yeah, it does, right? If we take a look at a TPO chart, right, we can see that we do have some single prints that will actually be filled around that 16.5 area, right? There's a lot of confluence down in that area for a potential higher low. Okay, so again, just like how we were looking for our resistance to come in between the golden pocket and the 786 fib retracement to the upside, we would also look for that similar thing to the downside. And what we want to do is we want to find other confluences and say, is there anything else between this golden pocket and 786 level that would make us say this could hold the support? And the answer, in my opinion, is absolutely, because look at this. We also have this trend line connecting all these highs together, the neckline of the head and shoulders, right? So we've already talked about how the technical target of the head and shoulders is coming up a bit higher, right? I mean, it's not an exact level, give or take 50 cents here, you know? I don't know what you heard about me, but you can't get a Bitcoin out of me. You know what I'm saying? The golden pocket, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I know I'm dating myself, guys. Okay, I am 30. 32. Sheesh! I'm old as heck, man. Okay? I'm old as heck, but I try and stay healthy. Okay? I try and really breathe in the fresh air. Try not to let things falling around me bother me. Try not to let getting rejected bother me. I've never had a girlfriend, that's okay. Okay? So if we are going to come down to retest now the neckline, this would actually be a great place to look. Let's see if we have any other confluences there. We know we have some single prints being filled here. We know we have a golden pocket to 786, a trend line, a high volume node. Let's go to our daily time frame. Is there anything else here? No, let's go to the 12 hour. See anything else there? 8 hour, let's see. 6 hour, let's take a look here. 5 hour, 4 hour. I'm trying to look for other little confluences. No, not really. That's kind of all I see here, right? Is this. So honestly, this is an area that I would look for a potential bounce. It doesn't mean I'm going to take a trade there, guys, but it definitely means I'm going to take profit on my short if we make our way down to here, okay? Because if we, again, are looking to do what our grandfather told us, right? What did he say when we told him that we were getting into trading? He said, it's so easy, son. All you have to do is buy low and sell high. Okay, so if we don't hold this as support, then we look down back to the lows again, right? Very, very simple. That's kind of how I would look at this, okay? So those are areas to the downside that I am actually looking at right now, okay? Basically, looking at this 16.5 to 16.7 area, then I'm actually looking at this area down here, around 15.8, but more so, I'd be looking down back to the low. Or I'd be looking back down to the low and potentially lower, because whenever we're buying low and selling high, we have to understand that there is the potential that these ranges don't hold and that's it, right? I mean, how many times did we buy low and sell high in this range until eventually we broke down, right? We broke down eventually. In fact, this was a great range for buying low and selling high until eventually buying low didn't work out. And that's how these always are. That's why we have to use good risk management when we're trading. Because buying low and selling high works most of the time. So if you combine that with a good risk management, meaning you're never going to lose more than 1, 2, 3% of your total trading capital, and you have a well-tested strategy and you have the patience to wait for those trade setups. Like yesterday when I was waiting for the setup, it was close, right? But it didn't have everything I wanted. Trade like a spoiled brat. That's why trading is so great. You decide when and if you want to put up your capital for risk, right? It's not like a slot machine where you just pull the lever and it stops wherever it wants. No. You get to decide when and where exactly to place that capital on the line, okay? So let's talk about some levels to the upside that we potentially have if we get another move. Let's say that we do, just as a potential here, say that we come down, I hit another take profit on my short, and we start to get another move to the upside from here. Well, then what levels do we have to the upside? There's a few that I want to bring to our attention here because I think they're important. Now, if we take a look, as I was saying before, at a higher term time frame, we can see that it actually becomes pretty clear that potentially here we are dealing with a range that has more upside, okay? Because yes, we have to acknowledge that this could be it, but we also have to acknowledge that that might not just be it, right? There might be more here. It might be this. Now look at this level up here, this $18,000 level. Very, very juicy. Why? Because it was support many, many times in the past, right? It was support back in June. It was support in September. It was support in October. And then it was flipped into resistance in November. And yes, guys, I'm practicing my Espanol. I am Cuban. That's why I'm dressed up like this, guys. I'm a Cuban living up north. It's cold, man. I'm not used to this. I need to go back to the Caribbean. That's right. I'm one of the people that says Caribbean instead of Caribbean. You can tell a lot about me because of the way I pronounce Caribbean. And if this is the case, guys, then we have to be aware that we have a very nice level of daily resistance right here. And then we also have these previous highs up here. So that $18,000 area is an area, if we do bounce from, let's say, our 16.5K area, this would actually be my next target. And again, you know, just based on our Carl from the Moon analysis here, we've got the head and shoulder, right? By the way, shout out to Carl from the Moon. He sponsors this channel. Carl from the Moon sponsors this channel, guys. We do have a movie coming out very soon, but the Carl from the Moon TA says we're going to hit that $18,000 target, right? By the way, shout out to Carl from the Moon, guys. We have a movie coming out very, very soon. Check it out.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
Coming to theaters near you guys. Guys, make sure to like the video. We got about 400 people in here, only about 160 likes. Man, do you know what that does to a man's self-esteem? Yeah, guys, so we do have to be aware that we do have a target up here. And so, honestly, this is kind of where I'm leaning right now, because the higher term time frames still look bullish to me, and because I do think that there is more room for upside here, especially if this 4-hour money flow keeps getting thicker. I will be looking for a bounce from the neckline of this head and shoulder. And again, it's not just the neckline of a head and shoulder, guys. It is also this high volume node, and it is also the Fibonacci golden pocket, depending on where we want to pull it from, right? And it's also single prints being filled, right? So this is an area of confluence. This is what I would kind of be looking for. And that's kind of my next potential plan right here. But right now, I would say that this is definitely my next target for the short trade. Okay, and the short trade is still open, guys. I have taken a profit on it. It's still open. Let's see if we can pull it up here. This is the short trade, still open. And again, guys, I still am long from the bottom of the range. I've actually added a little bit to the long because I want to have a certain position size here, but I do plan to add a little bit more to it if we come down to this retest of the head and shoulders, right? Retest of the head and shoulders. So both of these trades, guys, that I'm currently in right now, these setups were given in the VIP Discord, the long and the short. So that's, you know, my whole thing. Having a plan, knowing what confirmations you want to look for, right? Looking out for those confirmations. People think it's weird that you're always trying to seek this kind of stuff out, right? They're like, Jason, what the heck is wrong with you seeking out this type of anatomy? Well, guys, I'm telling you, if you look for this stuff and you wait for this stuff, it really pays off. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, you know? But according to the New York Times, Sam Bankman-Fried is just the best guy in the world. Super awesome. Just an innocent little kid. Didn't know what he was doing. Man boobs got in the way. Right? Man boobs got in the way. Right? He couldn't tell if he was using leverage on the left side or what. Okay? Or maybe it was shoved full of FTT token on the left side. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. So, let's pop into chat real quick. Let's see if there's any questions in here, guys. Then I think we might be able to take a look at some other coins. But let's see who we got in here. Is holding 17K possible? Yeah, of course holding 17K is possible. In fact, if we take a look right now at the order flow chart, let's take a look at the order flow chart here. Actually, we're starting to get some bearish CVD forming here, guys. We were getting some bullish CVD. We were getting some bullish CVD down in this area here, as we can see right here, right? We got the price making a higher low, and we got the CVD making lower lows as our open interest was slowly creeping on up here. Okay, showing us absorption. But now we actually see the opposite, where price is making lower highs, and the CVD is starting to get higher. It's dancing right on the line, guys. Actually, it's not quite bearish CVD yet, to be honest with you. It's not quite bearish CVD yet. But here is something else that I forgot to point out, guys. Something else I forgot to point out is this, right? If we do get another move up here, be wary of the 17.1 to 17.2K area for a potential retest, okay? Because, again, let's do some very local TA here, right? This is macro TA here, but let's do some local TA. Let's go to a lower time frame. Let's go to, like, the 6-minute time frame, okay? We do simply just have a range right here, and we have a support resistance flip right here. I'm sorry, I know people hate when I say right here. We have a local range with a support resistance flip at 16,889, okay? We can look at this volume right here, pull it right here, and we can see that we potentially have a local range, and also we have a clear support resistance flip right down here, and in addition to that, we have the local Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. So if we are going to get a move to the upside, this is the area actually where it's going to happen, right? If we're going to continue down and we're going to put in a lower high, this is the area we're going to bounce from. And if we do bounce from this area, then I would expect to reject probably right around this zone right here. Okay, we have the golden pocket and the 786 coming in right around the high of this old range. Okay, so a lot of times what happens is we will be trading in a range, we will get a move way outside of the range, come back in, we will get a move below the range, come back in, and then we can look for that value area high still acting as resistance, especially since it's giving us confluence with the golden pocket and the 786. Okay, something else we do have to be aware of, guys, is the fact that potentially on these higher term time frames, actually, never mind. I thought we might have had some bullish divs forming here, but we don't really anymore. But we might be able to form some bearish divs as we come lower. Now, I know if this sounds crazy, guys, check out the course, jasonscaspertrading.com. I'm not sure if the 30% coupon is still working or not, but this will basically go over everything. This is the comprehensive course. We'll give you that point A to point B system so that you always know where you're looking to take your next trade, how to pull the fib. I'm pretty sure we have a session in the course called Pulling the Fib All Day and All Night. All right. Shout out to Chris Higgins. Shout out to May Sound, who's long from 16.838. Hey, not a bad long. Honestly, not a bad long. That was a good long, honestly. So James Torres, the schlong. This guy or girl, El Sahin, says leave Sam alone. Hey man, he deserves it. All right, let's be honest. He deserves it. Come on, we can have a little fun. Why am I long and short at the same time? Let's see. We're getting an alert here. We just made a lower low on Bitcoin. And wow, we just came down into that 786 area, and we got a quick bounce back. So that could be a CDW. Let's check out what's happening here. Okay, so we don't really see bullish divs on the 1 minute. Let's check out an order flow chart. See what we got going on here. We made a lower low. Big decrease of open interest down here. Do we see liquidations? Hang on, guys. We see some liquidations. We do see some liquidations. Okay. Let's see what happens here. It's 4 o'clock. New York has just closed. A lot of times we rally after New York closes. This is actually a pretty big dump for a New York close like that. Wow. Let's check out our 12 minute. How's that looking here? Potentially bullish divergences on the 12 minute. I'm honestly personally not looking to long it, but we have officially now put in a lower low. So this changes pretty much the TA that I was just talking about, guys, right? Because if we're looking for a retest at the local 6 Juanita, okay, if we're looking for a rejection, right, she's already rejected us once. Right, she's rejected us once because we were in the friend zone. She only liked us because we were helping her with her algebra homework. She didn't like us for who we were. Okay, she might reject us again if we come back overzealous. Okay, she definitely doesn't want our lips on her face, guys. Okay, she doesn't want it. Okay, so now we have to readjust our fib here, right? We have to readjust our fib, which is giving us confluence again. Honestly, if we're going to get a retrace, to look for something like that. We'll have to kind of wait and see what happens as Asia opens, right? Asia's been giving us a lot of action lately. Asia's been pumping and dumping us like crazy lately. Asia gave us a pump the other night. And last night they gave us this slow, steady drawdown. And then pre-market open gave us this massive CDW right here. So, 16,611 is the area for double R's long. Yep, that's the area I'm also looking at right there. How do you see liquidations? You got to look on Exocharts. You can see. So let me see. Let me pull up Exo. I had the desktop app open, but basically, if we go to like a, if we put on this this rect thing right here, it will show us bubbles of trades getting wrecked. So this like purple bubble right here is a whole bunch of longs getting wrecked. Let's go to a higher time frame so we can see it better. So this blue bubble is a whole bunch of shorts getting wrecked, longs getting wrecked, longs getting wrecked. The bigger the bubbles, the more traders are getting wrecked. And I don't know if you can see right here, but we do have some small purple bubbles down here. We do have some longs getting wrecked here. Okay, so that's what that's all about there. Yeah, Exo is a nice system. If you don't want to spend money on it, coinanalyze.net can give you pretty much very similar data for free. Okay, I enjoy Coinanalyze. It's a great platform, in my opinion. For free. Where do I get... Where do you get all the times each market around the world opens? Or is Asia open the only one worth worrying about? It's just the market opens around the world. There's indicators for it. I know New York opens at 9:30 a.m. New York time. Asia now opens at 7 p.m. New York time. Or 8 p.m. I don't know, the whole clock change thing. But I'm pretty sure there's indicators that tell you when the market opens. See if we can find one. I pretty much trade exclusively New York Open, and sometimes I'll trade Asia Open if I'm going to be trading at night. So let's see, sessions. If this will show us. I don't know. But you can Google it. So Bitcoin game. How am I able to take trades in a very fast move like today's trade? Well, guys, first of all, I've been waiting for it literally for 2 weeks, almost a week and a half. I've been stoked on it. I've been waiting for it. I've been talking about it in yesterday's live stream. I was waiting for it, right? And honestly, guys, my entry kind of sucks. Like, look, I'm like $100 below the entry because it was a very fast move up and down. And honestly, I was taking a dump when it happened. And I got my alerts on my phone. I had to go into ByBit and all this crap real quick, as quick as I can. Right, I had a pretty crappy entry there. But I knew what the chart looked like, so I didn't really have to check the chart because, I mean, it was a crazy move, right? When I got into, the last thing I saw in the chart, you got to understand, right, was the price being here. And so all of a sudden I'm getting alerts that we're at the naked daily point of control. By the time I got into the trade, where were we? We were already like somewhere up here, right? So I kind of missed that top. I didn't get in until right around here. So, you know, and if we go to the 1 minute time frame, let's check out what happened here. Yeah, we didn't really have a lot of time, right? We didn't really have a lot of time there. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I got in on like this retest around somewhere in here. I honestly don't remember. I was on l'étoile, right? That's French for saying I was on the can. And the long trade, again, I was waiting for it, and when it happened, I was right there. I was in the car on the way to the chiropractor with my family. Kids were crying in the back, fussing. Wife was nagging. Just kidding, my wife never nags. Shout out to my wife, BigBuzz28. You know, 6 Juanita is nothing to me anymore. I don't even like 6 Juanita at all. And 6 Juanita's sister, 786ia, don't even care about her anymore either, okay? BigBuzz28, that's where it's at, okay? But the thing is, you got to be prepared for them. And, I mean, even here, okay, there's always time to get into trades. There's always time. If you're waiting for the move and you see good confirmations, there's time to get in, right? There is time to get in. A lot of times you guys will notice I don't have the most ninja entries. Sometimes I do if I'm there at the computer. But sometimes if I'm on the phone and a quick move happens, I just go for it, knowing that there's a good chance, based on my analysis and the confirmations I see, that we're gonna get follow through here. So this move here, yeah, this one you had to just kind of take it, right? You just had to take it. But even still, we had we did not have much time, honestly, to get into this. But for this one, it's like when you see that happening, you just go for it. You just go for it because it's like, this is it. It's now or never. Very low risk, high reward potential down here. And also, that long trade, there's always a second chance, right? Not always, but a lot of times there's a second chance. So look at the long trade. The second chance was coming back down to retest the area between the golden pocket and the 786. That's why right now I'm looking for a potential retest to the golden pocket 786, because maybe we'll get a second chance to enter into the trade. I might compound the short if we come back up here and get another move down, right? So honestly, you have to have your alerts set, and you have to know if this is, I mean, you know, if it's a good trade, take the trade is what, you know, my non-financial advice, right? How did I know? Okay, so Jeffrey says, how did I know it wasn't going to keep pumping? I didn't know. Of course I did not know, but here's the thing. If you're using good risk management, okay, then you know that even if you take a loss, it's not going to be a huge setback, right? You're taking low risk, high reward trade setups. And the 1 hour time frame, the context of this trade is that the 1 hour time frame was already giving bearish div. 1 hour was already giving bearish div. And at the time of that wick, the 1 hour was almost giving double drive of bearish div. So I already know there's a pretty high term time frame bearish divving. The 24-minute also was pretty bearish divvy at the time, right? We saw multiple drives of bearish div on the 24-minute. I had my top signals. Right? Even the 12-minute, I had my top signals on the 12-minute. So it's like the signals were already there before we hit that level, right? So hitting the level is like, all right, this is it. I've got my signals. Let's go. You know? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Don't you know? My name is Joe. Sorry, guys. But ByBit does have good respect to the levels. That's why I use ByBit. Yeah, ByBit's better. Maybe blessed, Michael Bast. You have to be fast. That's true. Is the bot available now? Yes, the bot is available. More information on that very soon, guys. We've been kind of keeping it on the down low because we had some major issues with it. But those have all been resolved. And more info ASAP. So somebody brings up a good point. Says we have a... Renice says we have an 80% setup here. Yes, that's true. We have an 80% setup as well, guys. So I would say that it's still possible to happen, of course. I think a new daily open will make things a little bit less interesting here. But yeah, basically, guys, the daily candle opened outside of the previous day value area. And technically, if we close, which we have 2 30-minute candles below the previous day value area, if the daily candle opens outside of the previous day's value area, a lot of people say there's an 80% chance, this is like a Forex thing, there's an 80% chance that the price will fill the entire value area and come back down to 16.6, okay? That's actually another confluence for the neckline of the head and shoulders. Now, if this is going to happen, it has to happen in the next day. So we only have like 3 hours until the next daily open. So I don't know if we're going to get there. We very well may. Either way, it's a really nice confluence down there. But here's something else to be aware of, guys. We do have naked daily point of control and previous day equilibrium at 16,825. So that's something to be aware of as well. But anyway, let's see what happens here. Actually, let's see what's happening right now. In the moment, in the heat of the moment. Wow, yeah, we've got some longs opening up, shorts closing the heck out. They're like, let me take my dang profits and call it a day, man. Let me take my dang profits and call it a day. Good for you guys. Good for you guys. Take your profits and call it a day. Yeah, I don't see anything too crazy on this chart right now besides longs opening up now. We've got longs opening up. New York is closed. A lot of times when New York closes, when we get some longs opening up, they can actually push the price up, guys, because all the big players have gone home for the day. They're hanging out with their families. They're having some whiskey on the rocks or whatever. Those big Wall Street whales, you know who I'm talking about, right? You don't? I don't really know either, okay? I don't. But I've noticed a lot of times when the market closes, it doesn't take much to kind of push the price in between New York close and Asia open. So, shout out to Royal Fresh. in the chat, man. God bless you, bro. God bless you. Pray everything's well with you and your family, man. So, yeah, Power Hour, Spartan Wrestler. Yeah, Power Hour. Can I use Forex pairs and Exocharts? No, you cannot. Exo is only for crypto. Yeah, longs are opening but not seeing a sign of strength. Yes, I agree. The only thing, like, you know, is when there's lower volume, it doesn't take as much to push the price. So New York just closed, and wow, what a huge dump right here. We had a lot of traders exit the market on this dump, like massive decrease of open interest. A lot of longs got totally wrecked on that one, and a lot of shorts said, screw this, I'm taking my profit and running. And now there's like no one really here, so it might not take very much to kind of push the price up. That's why we have to be aware of the levels to the upside right now. Like, for example, the 786, the golden pocket area. This box up here is an important area. In fact, let's just go back to the chart and take a look at some important areas. If I was looking for a scalperoni and cheese. First of all, like I said, if we're going to get a retracement, this is definitely the area that I'm looking at right here. This area between the golden pocket and the 786. Preferably, honestly, I would like to hit that 786 because there's more confluences there. But again, we've got this old value area here, right? We've got this old value area right here, and let's see. Let's pull some fibs. I mean, we know we have our fib from the high to the low. Coming in right around that high volume node is the golden pocket. We can also then pull fib from that golden pocket to the low. Don't like this one as much. Don't really like that as much, but again, the very local golden pocket is coming in around 16,950-ish. So just be aware of something like this also happening. You know, here's one scenario that may or may not happen. I'm not even going to talk about it, right? Because I don't know if it's going to happen. But you guys can see, right? Those longs coming in with such decrease of market players is causing price to get a push to the upside, right? Because there's no one else here, right? There's no one else here. It's like playing chess and the only other competitor is your 3-year-old daughter, you know? Is she going to beat you? There's a chance. Okay. But, you know, there's a good chance you're going to win, right? You're going to win. Okay, now we got some buyers stepping in. Let's check it out. Let's check out those buyers stepping in for Power Hour. Yeah, we've got some buyers stepping in. We've got a few. We've got a few buyers stepping in. We've got a 1 million volume candlestick right here. But some of that volume is shorts closing, guys. Some of this volume is shorts closing, but we do have some buyers stepping in. We could see them right here. All right, we're gonna pump this price. Should we play some pump music? Let's play some pump music up in here. See if we can pump the price. Let's play some pump music, guys. This is gonna pump the price. Just you watch. Let's go to a 1 minute time frame and watch this price pump, baby. Yeah! Alright guys, it didn't work. It didn't really work. That's right, guys. That's right, your boy Jason Casper is the bassist. Shout out to everyone who disliked the video because I'm rocking out the bass, trying to pump the Bitcoin price for your guys' sake. Yeah, guys, make sure to like the video. We've got 600 people in here and only 300 likes, man. If we can get it up to 1,000 likes, man, we gonna give a USDT giveaway. Yeah, guys, I did my best. I did my best. I did my best. I know I didn't sing the chorus. Are we gonna dump or are we gonna pump? But you know why? I have to work on my my streaming software is like not. It's not giving me the right timing, right? So when I sing, I'm like out of time. I'm out of tempo. It's like what the heck, man? It's like what the heck? You know what I'm saying? It's just not cool. It's just not cool. So. All right, guys. Well, are we gonna dump or are we gonna pump? I don't know, but here's something that we can now look out for, right? Here's something that we can now look out for. And honestly, I'm not really taking this seriously at all. But, you know, let's not forget the local 6 Juanita. The thing is, she will reject you. Big time. But because you help her with her algebra homework and she's only able to go to college because of you, she will be there for support, guys. She will be a shoulder to cry on. So if we get to move down to here, and if we're seeing like trigger waves forming on the Uno minute down here, if we're seeing maybe some triggers on the 3 minute down here after a big BitBoy green dive, if we're seeing maybe a 6 minute juicy trigger wave, if we're seeing maybe some bullish CVD, okay, I don't know if we're gonna, right? I don't know, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't even trade real money. It's all fake. It's all fake, right? I'm just a guy living in his mom's basement trading fake money for the ByBit affiliates. I'm just here to shill ByBit on you guys. That's it. Just a ByBit shill. I don't think we're going to do that. We'd have to see a major drop to get some bullish CVD here. But who knows? Maybe we'll see a lot of shorts step in, and we'll see a whole bunch of shorts just step in here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. By the way, guys, if you want to win $1,000, go follow me on Twitter at Jason_Casper. God bless everybody who retweeted this stream, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Are we gonna dump or are we gonna pump? I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Alex O Crypto. Says, love you, Jay. God bless. You've inspired me. Thanks. Love you too, Alex O Crypto, man. Thank you so much. May God bless you in Jesus' name. Well, guys. So Crypto Carnage needs his rig. He can't trade on a phone or a laptop. I pretty much only trade on phones and laptops. What's my plan for NFP tomorrow? Yep, bold dips on high time frame. Go back and watch the beginning of the stream. I go over like my entire sentiment right now for the market. My entire sentiment right now for the market. So, oh sweet, Double R, just got a 40-inch TV for your setup. NFP, is that something like some news that's coming out? Oh, non-farm employment, is that what we're talking about? or unemployment rate at 8:30 in the morning. My plan remains the same, guys. My plan remains the same. I mean, this morning we had the core PCE price index come out. When that came out, we got a wild move. I stuck to my plan, and it just happened faster than usual, but it still happened according to my plan. So you guys know the levels of support I'm looking at, the Carl from the Moon TA that I'm looking at, the head and shoulders, neckline retest, and target that I have for all that, you know. Go back and watch the beginning of the stream if you missed it. But yeah, my plan remains the same, guys. I mean, the volatility doesn't change my plans. It just might make my plans come a little bit faster, right? Come a little bit faster. You know? Do I think we retest 16,600? That is, Divine Hood, what I am kind of looking at, yeah. I would like to retest 16,600. Is it absolutely going to happen? It really depends, guys. It really depends. But we have to make sure that whatever happens, we have a plan in advance, right? Maximum absorbency will avoid liquidation. And if we have a plan, we'll be confident, like this man right here. Smile on the face, teeth slightly showing, goatee, freshly shaved, hand on the hip, very confident. Why? He has a plan, okay? If things take a dump, he's not going to be left without maximum absorbency. There's no liquidation. But if things start to pump, he has a little extra padding in there as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There are some single prints around 16,500 as well. Yep. Yep. Shout out to one Lucho Salazar. Thanks for the follow on Twitter, man. Yeah, guys. I'm about to head out, y'all. I'm about to head out. It's been about an hour. I got some stuff to do around the homestead. But guys, God bless all of you. In Jesus' name. I do pray everybody's super blessed. I know not everyone's religious. But for me, guys, I don't take myself seriously. But I do take my walk with the Lord very seriously. And for me, Jesus gives me hope in life when things are going so crazy, right? So guys, receive this blessing. I'm going to say it in Hebrew and I'm going to say it in English. And the purpose of this blessing is that God would place his name upon you and bless you. And it goes like this. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav alecha v'chuneka. Yisa Adonai panav alecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom. B'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, which means in English, may the Lord bless and protect you. May he shine light upon you. May he have grace upon you. May he turn his face to look toward you and give you completeness and peace. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. God bless you guys. Love you guys. Peace.